Okay, so let me just crop this view there. Okay, so now class, you are seeing our file. It's finished. The file, I mean. So the in-betweens, sorry, the cleanups are done in between frames. And then we have cleaned up also the background, colored them. So everything has been set, including cameras. All has been animated. So now we have come to the last part of our lesson. And that is the rendering or exporting. Rendering simply means converting this file. No? So we are currently in Toon Boom Harmony and we are able to view our work. But remember, this is still work. This is not the final output. So this means if you want viewers to watch the animation that you have created in Harmony, of course you have to export it or render it into a common file that will be accessible or that can be viewed by all. Okay? Because if not, again, this animation can only be watched or seen in Harmony, which is something that they do not have in their mobile phones or laptops or computers commonly. Okay? So, what is rendering? Well, rendering is the process wherein, again, we will convert this scene into a format that can be easily viewed by other people and can be easily played into other devices. No? So what are those common formats? Well, in video format, you hear the .mov or the QuickTime format and also the MP4 or MPEG-4 format, which can be also viewed not only in not only in QuickTime but also in VLC or Windows Media and other video playing apps or even in websites, no, if you upload them in your social media accounts. So how do we do the rendering? Rendering, before you go to doing it in the before you go and do it here in our application, we will first prepare the file. So we will first prepare the directory. Where will the video formats go? Where will the render files go? So first, you will have to, of course, create the directory or the folder where they will be going. So I will go to my desktop. Remember that we have started this series of exercise in session 02 as our cleanup file, right? And then inside that, I have chosen, of course, this is my folder, key drawing 00. And as you can see, if you have continuously worked on the project and saved all your progress in one folder, so from a simple file, which is the line test files only, the references that I have grown the library into at least 4 folders where the cleanups, the in-betweens, the colorings, and the backgrounds are located. My other files that I have used, the PSD files for the backgrounds, and then the final background import format, and even the tools that we have talked about in Photoshop, right? So this is how a project folder grows. No? So anything that you will need, anything about that project is located in one folder. And now, since we are going to render it, we will add another folder. I will right click and create a new folder. And still, I will use the same name. Arrow underscore key drawings 00. Oops, sorry. 00. Key drawing 00 and then I will name it render outputs. So this is going to be where the final render outputs going to be. Then I will just double click it, because inside this render outputs folder, I will create another two folder. I will name it videos. So that means if I render it in video format, I will save it here. And then I will also render frames. So if I render it by image frames, no, then I will save it here. Now let me explain that as we do the rendering. So now I'll go back to my Harmony. That's how you prepare your files for rendering. Okay? So the next is rendering the file.